Countdown. Good morning. Welcome to another edition of the Willie Bragg Show, hosted by yours truly, Willie Bragg. Well, it's very rare in the year 2021 where I'm going to go and say something nice about a Republican member of Congress, no less from the South. And that will be Congresswoman Nancy Mace. And it's over what happened, I guess, about a week ago or so with Congresswoman Lauren Boebert of Colorado. Essentially, well, it was essentially over her attempt to be a comedian and her basically verbally attacking Ilhan Omar and being a lie, what she said about Ilhan Omar. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and play this video, and I will comment shortly thereafter. In a second, I will.
Now, South Carolina Congresswoman Nancy Mace is publicly denouncing a fellow Republican representative for anti-Muslim comments made at a fundraiser over the weekend.
I looked to my left, and there she is, Ilhan Omar. And I said, well, she doesn't have a backpack, but she'll be fine. I looked over.
Representative Lauren Boebert from Colorado has since apologized for her remarks, but that didn't stop Representative Mace from speaking her mind on the comment.
I have time after time condemned my colleagues on both sides of the aisle for racist tropes and remarks that I find disgusting, and this is no different than any others. But I do know as a Republican, I get threats. I carry a gun now, Caitlin, because of the threats that I get from the fringes of both parties right now, and we've got to do our part to lower the temperature and try to work together.
Well, okay. And the thing about it is that, it was not just Lauren Boebert and Nancy Mace. The crazy lady from Northwest Georgia, Marjorie Taylor Greene, decided to put her 2 cents. And, because she's a partisan hack, and she's of course going to do that. So here it is on Ross Story, and I'm going to basically read you what the whole hubbub is about. Okay, let's see here. Marjorie Taylor Greene is a liar. Nancy Mace escalate war with insane colleague who call her trash. All right. Representative Nancy Mace, Republican South Carolina, escalated her war of words with fellow Republican Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene of Georgia on Tuesday by calling her insane and a liar. During the interview on Fox News, host Neil Cavuto pointed out that Greene had recently referred to Mace as trash after the South Carolina lawmaker condemned racist remarks made by Representative Lauren Boebert of Colorado. I didn't start the fight, Mace insisted, but I will defend myself from my record. It's pretty sad when a member of my own conference decides and chooses to tell lies. And make no mistake, Marjorie Taylor Greene is a liar, and I'm not going to tolerate lies, racism, or bigotry. And let's see, the screen jumped. I'm so sorry about that. Hold on. Bigotry. Whether you're a Republican or Democrat, I have consistently called you on that. And I quite frankly have zero tolerance policy for people like Marjorie Taylor Greene, who thinks 9/11 is a hoax. Amen. And has been lying about my records and others. She had it. She's crazy. She's insane. She's bad for the party, and I'm not going to put up with it. And I'm not going to tolerate it, and I'm not going to be bullied. I'm not a doormat. Minutes after Mace's appearance on Fox Business, Greene revealed on Twitter that she said she had a great conversation with President Trump about Nancy Mace. Oh, let's see. Well, the thing about it is, let me go ahead and close that out. Well, the thing about it is that, Marjorie Taylor Greene is crazy. Lauren Boebert is crazy as well. And Congresswoman Ilhan Omar gets a lot of death threats. She gets a lot of death threats pretty often. And, and what I don't like about Republican hacks, I'm not talking about Congresswoman Nancy Mace, but I'm talking about some of the people in the media, the Fox News, the talking heads out there, the people who wants to smear. And they keep calling Ilhan Omar an anti-Semite. But and I have to point this out again and again and again, that Marjorie Taylor Greene thinks that California wildfires are caused by Jewish satellites from outer space shooting lasers down on planet Earth. And all Ilhan Omar said was, AIPAC is kind of corrupt. I mean, that's where we're at here in America today. And the thing about it is, what is Marjorie Taylor Greene or Lauren Boebert doing to put an end to arms sales to Saudi Arabia? Where the money, basically where the military hardware and assistance is being given to cause a genocide in Yemen. While at the same time, Saudi Arabia, not Iran, but Saudi Arabia, commits acts of terrorism against the West. But we go and be friends with countries like Saudi Arabia. Where's Lauren Boebert or Marjorie Taylor Greene on that question? Nowhere to be seen because they're stupid. To Marjorie Taylor Greene and to Lauren Boebert, well, Ilhan Omar is a Muslim. They're all the same. No, they're not all the same. Just like not all Christians are the same. Hell, I'll say not all atheists are the same. It's ridiculous. This country, the fact that if the Republicans take over the House next year, Speaker of the House Kevin McCarthy will be giving this woman committee assignments. I'm talking about Marjorie Taylor Greene. She has no business in Congress. Neither someone like Lauren Boebert. Both of them engaged in the insurrection of January 6th. And I need to point this out over and over again. Had not been a bunch of crazy, demented, extreme factions of Trump supporters. I'm not saying all Trump supporters are like this, but those people that did the insurrection had it not been QAnon activists, but the scenario with Donald Trump being reelected and Black Lives Matter protesting against Donald Trump being reelected, and if they would have just saying by hypothetically go storming the U.S. Capitol, let me tell you, there will be probably hundreds of dead people out there and hundreds of people in jail right now. The double standard. As I said, I don't play identity politics as a general rule. It's just not my thing. But let's keep this shit real. Bunch of white rednecks storming the Capitol right wing, even the liberal establishment, kid gloves, be a bunch of quote unquote black radicals, they would the U.S. government would kill them. And as I said, I'm not trying to be Mr. Partisan hack, and I'm not trying to play the identity politics, or I'm not even trying to do the virtue signaling and all of that. But I'm just keeping it real objectively. And as I said, I mean, I want to congratulate Congresswoman Nancy Mace for what she did. I feel sorry she will probably get primaried for daring to speak out against Lauren Boebert and daring to speak out against Marjorie Taylor Greene, who both have no business in Congress because of their part in the January 6th insurrection. So that's basically what I have to say about that. And as I said, I'm just, the fact that terms like jihad squad, I mean, there's plenty to criticize the squad about, not doing forced to vote, not, saying Republicans are mean is easy. But, not challenging Nancy Pelosi, making her sweat, making her feel uncomfortable. That's what needed to be done, and the squad's not doing that. And I'm a realist. I believe in third parties. I strongly believe in third parties, but I know that third parties are not going to 100% make it. The Democrats are not doing what they're supposed to do. But if and when the United States takes a positive direction, it will be probably a coalition of a third party movement, decent Democrats, and even the independent-minded Republicans will probably make positive change take place. But right now, I don't see anything positive going on, except that Nancy Mace decided to have an independent mind and not allow the Republican Party to dictate to her. And as I said, I mean, like last week or week and a half ago, I mean, when Ted Cruz and Liz Cheney going at it, now in their case, I despise Liz Cheney and Ted Cruz as about equally. But this is one of the very few times that I would say good for Liz Cheney because she told the truth about Ted Cruz. We all know that Liz Cheney's a never Trumper. Ted Cruz is a closet never Trumper, and he became a Trump cuck. After Trump insulted his wife and basically called him a liar. So let that always be known about someone like Ted Cruz. But anyway, thank you, Congresswoman Mace, and I hope that Ilhan Omar will remain safe, and I hope that justice will happen, and Lauren Boebert and Marjorie Taylor Greene will be kicked out of Congress. So okay, I have a chat line here. Hot Retarded Chicks, how are you this morning? Thank you. I try to do the best I can with the information I have. Invalid Arg, how are you doing? I saw the Jackson Hinkle program last night. The talk between Kyle Kalinske and Vosh, and heard his take on it and everything. I was going to do a video this morning of Vosh and Kyle Kalinske, but for some reason I just can't find the video on YouTube. So hopefully it'll show up while it's kind of fresh, the information, and I could do a commentary on it. I already made a thumbnail on all that and everything this morning, so hope I'll be able to put it to use soon. So anyway, I want to say that if you all like what you heard, press like and comment. If you disagree, well, comment anyway. We'll have a conversation. Apparently people can't dislike videos anymore. which is a shame because I kind of like to know where people stand, whether they like my work or not. My feelings are not going to get hurt. I mean, I'm a hell of a lot more thick-skinned than I used to be. But anyway, feel free to share the content on this channel. As the First Amendment absolutist, it's my duty to inform you to create your own platform and utilize it because we are, in fact, the muckrakers of our time. Feel free to subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. I am Willie Bragg, and I shall do this, and this, and that. And this is where I say good day to you all as soon as I do what I need to do. Crazy technology. Okay, everyone? Have a great day. See y'all next time.